we're going to be turning a car that is built for the roads, a car that is built for speed, and a car that has a DRS. And well, that car is the Porsche 911 GT3 RS. And let's just say we're going to be turning it into something it's not, and that is an off-road machine. Because yes, in this video we are going to be turning the Porsche 911 GT3 RS into a rally car, a car that is built just for off-roading. And it's going to be interesting to see if we can actually achieve that. Because let's be honest, this is going to be a very hard challenge to do because, well, it's such a beautiful car that is good for track. I don't really want to do this, but it's going to be insane to see if we can actually make this car into something that's not. And that is going to include an off-road vehicle. So let's take it straight to the garage and see how we can do with this. Keep in mind, I do actually have two of these, so there will still be one that is going to stay as a stock vehicle. But we're going to be turning the second car, which is what we have right now, into the off-road vehicle. Now, while we're actually heading to the customization, I want to see if we can actually do it in a certain budget, because it'll be kind of funny to see if we can keep it under 100,000. But if we can't, that's fine. But yeah. So the first thing is going to be switching it to a different type of conversion. So let's make this an all-wheel drive, because it is, of course, a rear-wheel drive. That's how Porsches are always built. But that's already going to cost us 10,000 credits, but it does help us a little bit when it comes to off-road use. So there's the first conversion. That kind of sucks. Now, do we want to actually upgrade the engine? Because the engine is already pretty beautiful. We can either go for a V8 hybrid or we can go for a V12. I mean, so far it looks like the V12 can actually be the best option in terms of off-road performance, launch, acceleration, handling, and speed. And I just noticed the handling is extremely good. So this could actually be already a challenge simple to do. But I mean, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I don't want to do too much to this car so it doesn't sound natural to the way it's originally built. So we're not going to add any turbos because one, it doesn't really help much. And two, I just kind of want to have some fun with this car. But now, let's go to the engine, see what we can do with the engine. Because we can probably do quite a few things with the engine side of this car. So let's see, with the intake, can we do anything that can help us a little bit? We can, it just does bring down the off-road performance, which is not what we want to do. We want to make sure this car is built for off-road. But let's see, throttle body. Anything changes? I mean, to be fair, actually this is helping a little bit. We'll actually add it just so we have that included. But fuel system, do we have any adjustments to do? I don't think so. I mean, to be fair, most of the parts for this car is most likely going to be mostly racing. I don't think it's going to be too much of off-road components. So this is actually going to be a bit difficult to actually find the parts that can improve it for off-roading. I think most of the off-roading part will mostly be the ride height and of course doing the tires. But I mean, some of the upgrades are already helping, especially with us converting it to all-wheel drive. Yeah, I mean, most of this is just race, is literally just race. But let's go to the platform and the handling. Now, we can obviously do the spring height, which for us, this is going to be the best one. It's going to increase it by 2.5 centimeters. That's actually not much of a difference. It's like a little elevation. That's kind of funny. So we'll actually go for the ride height to be a little bit higher. It does actually seem to decrease our handling quite a bit, but I mean, it does help us with off-roading. Now, the weight reduction, this can help us a lot. And as I predicted, it's going to increase it quite a bit. I just noticed the braking is on max. So I'm actually kind of hoping, in terms of using this as an off-road car, I actually do kind of wonder how well the braking will actually do, because if it does extremely well, I might actually use this for more races when it comes to off-roading. Now, transmission. I don't want to do too much to the transmission. I might go for a 9-speed just to keep it on the safe side. It's either 8 or 9. I think 9-speed will be the best option to go for. Now, driveline, we are not going to do anything here because it's not going to really help us a lot. I think we'll go for the off-road differential. It doesn't really matter because we're not really going to be tuning the car at all in this video. But I mean, do let me know in the comments below if you want me to do a version where we actually tune the cars a bit more. Because, I mean, I'm still someone that's new in the tuning scene. I only know how to do some of the upgrades, but not tuning. So, I mean, let me know. If you want to see that, I might do it. But now, going to the final part, and that is the tires. Now, tire compound, there's only one tire compound for this car. And that is going to be off-road tires. And, damn. It decreases the acceleration and handling a lot, but increases the off-road grip a lot more, and the launch is a lot more, which is shocking. And we went from S2 to S1 pretty quickly, so I mean, we'll take it. We'll take it. Now we're going to definitely make the tires a bit wider because that will help us a little bit more when it comes to off-roading. We'll do it with the back tires as well. Now we could do rims. We actually might do rims because if we're going to do this as an off-road vehicle, we have to do the rims in a white style. Now don't worry, we are actually going to change the look of the car as well. We're just making sure it looks more off-roading. Now the current tires we actually have on right now are probably the best with the rim size. So we might actually keep that normal. Do we want to go wider stance for the front? It does seem to help us a little bit in terms of handling, which I think will be a good plus to have. And we'll leave the rear tires, so that should be fine. Now that should be actually all the upgrades. And look at the price tag. So all the components we just added right now comes to a total of 94,800 credits, which, I mean, that is a good price tag. We actually kept it underneath 100,000 because some upgrades can exceed the price that we normally want to go for. I mean, the most expensive part is the Racing V12, 50,000 credits just for that. But I mean, let's install it. We got a good car now. We got a good car, and look at that. So we actually dropped the weight quite a bit. Not too bad. The peak power actually has been increased quite a bit, but the lateral G's did go down a little bit. It's actually about just 0.1, which is fine. And we basically made the performance class go from 867 to 894. So it's not too much of an improvement, but of course we'll actually see how well this car actually does with off-roading. Okay, so now we're actually going to the appearance of the Porsche. Now we're going to just do the color, but I will be doing a different design behind the scenes. So you guys will actually get a little bit of a surprise. But so far we got the stock colors. Some of them actually look pretty clean for the Porsche 911 GT3 RS. We can go for a pre-made set of colors. I actually didn't know there was so many of these just for the Porsche. But we want to actually, let's maybe go for a Porsche white or go for more of a blue. But the thing is, we're going to try and make it so it looks more of a rally car. So we've got to choose a color that looks more rally style. Now we could actually go for more of these colors here. I mean, some of them actually kind of look good, but we want to make sure it doesn't. We also want to make sure this car actually looks good for off-roading. And I mean, I don't want to copy other designs we have done in the past before with customizations. So let's actually maybe just go for a standard color. I mean, I'm trying to remember what was the color of the iconic off-road vehicle from Porsche. We might just go for something that is more darker. And we'll just go for maybe like this, actually. It has to pop, that's the thing. We have to make sure it pops a bit. So we could actually go for more of the beige. I think it's beige. I don't know. I don't really know my color theory at all. We'll go for this because this actually does look kind of sick. But we could actually customize the hood a little bit more. Yeah, we'll actually customize the hood to more of a, I don't know, let's actually do maybe carbon. A carbon hood could actually go an extra mile. We're going to keep it more of a matte finish. Because of course, most rally cars aren't really shiny when it comes to the design because they anyways will lose that shine. So we're not going to do too much there. We'll go for the white mirrors because most rally cars do have that type of style. We can't actually really see much of the wing. Let's go for a black wing. And then rims we're going to keep the same. Brake calipers, we could customize it to be either blue or red. I think we'll go for blue. Actually, it kind of doesn't look that good. And tint wise, I think we'll just leave the tint. We'll do maybe a white tint. But of course, this is not the final look. We're actually going to reveal the final look, which is going to be right now. Now, I haven't tested this car out yet properly on the off-road scene, but I will say the control is pretty good so far. Now, let me say, when it came to doing the design, I didn't want to go too much, but we did add some decent details, especially on the roof, on the sides with some branding, back with the Bridgestone, And we did some designs on the wing, which isn't that visible, to be fair, but hey, that is the look. It looks good. I like it. I think personally, for my design, it's not too bad. But it's time to test out how well does it do off-roading. Now to actually do this test, we are going to start from this point and we're going to go through the speed zone. But first, we have to do it with the standard Porsche 911 GT3 RS because, well, we need a benchmark to see if we did improve the car or not, especially with the off-road scene. So let's equip the standard 911 GT3 RS. I'm actually hoping that we did do a good job, but let's see. But from now, let's see how we can do with the speed zone. So speed zone, so far speed's not too bad. Corners I'm more worried about because of course this car isn't built for off-roading. The grip isn't as good, but I mean it's still doing pretty well. It's just standard, so I'm a bit shocked with that. And the speed we did it in is a 109. We'll take that as a consideration of what we can do with the standard Porsche 911 GT3 RS without upgrades. But now let's actually see how well this car actually does with our upgrades for the off-road scene. And I'm hoping we did a good job. Okay, so now let's just set it up in the same position, which was from here, this little corner. Okay, so let's see. 3, 2, 1, go. Good pull away, so that's good already. Let's see how it does around corners. Handling's not bad. Braking is pretty good. Does slide a little bit. But we're keeping that speed. That speed is high right now. A 126.7. That is a big upgrade. It's not as much, but it's still an upgrade. And I think we did a good job. Now, if I had to actually give my honest thoughts of, did we make a car that is good for off-roading? The control is actually pretty good. I'll definitely say the braking might be a bit too sharp with the car. But I mean, if I drive around a bit more with this car, I think I'll definitely get adjusted to how this car controls and handles off-roading. But I think we did a good job. Now, if you do want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments below. And even suggest what cars I should do next. Should I turn a sports car into a drift car, or should I turn a drift car into an off-road car? That will actually be kind of a fun thing to actually do. But do let me know in the comments below of what you want me to do next. So I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next one. Be safe as always. And if you do want to see me live stream, I do live stream on Twitch and Kick, even TikTok and YouTube. But yeah, anyways, I'll catch you guys next one. Be safe as always. And have a good day. Bye.